Hey, what's up, my friends? Today we are making an updated version of a childhood classic recipe, the Sloppy Joe. Seriously, I grew up on Sloppy Joes. My mom used to take a can and throw it into a pot, heat it up, and boom, it was bliss, I tell you. Hey, if you grew up on Sloppy Joes like I did and you like those, you're gonna love my updated, slightly spicy version of this dish. It's outstanding, and it's so much better than anything from a can. All right, let me show you how to make it. All right, my friends, let's make Sloppy Joes. It's Sloppy Joe time. Since you are at Chili Pepper Madness, you know that we are going to do a slightly spicy version of Sloppy Joes because that is just how it should be done, how it's supposed to be. So I have my cooking station all set up right here, and I have a pan heated up to medium heat. So the first thing we're gonna do is add a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon or so. And we're gonna cook down some onion, and I have a medium-sized onion. It's about a cup or so, diced. And we have some peppers here, and you can use just an average-sized bell pepper diced for a milder version. But today I am using a mix. I have a large jalapeno pepper and an average-sized serrano pepper for a nice level of vibrant heat that's going to permeate the entire dish. Delicious for me. I like it spicy, if you didn't know. Cook this down for about 5 minutes or so. Just really to soften, sweat them up. All right, the onions and peppers are softening up nicely here. So we'll add some garlic. And I have about 5 good-sized cloves of garlic minced. And with garlic, you can add as much as you want to. I love garlic, lots of garlic. So you're gonna go ahead and cook this down for 30 seconds to a minute or so until the gorgeous garlic blooms in the room. I love it. All right, next we have our ground beef. I have 1 pound of ground beef, and this is 80-20 ground beef. I'm gonna break this apart with my wooden spoonish thing here, and we're gonna cook it down probably 7 to 8 minutes, really until the meat's mostly cooked through. All right, look at this. It's already starting to smell good in here, guys. Sloppy Joes are on the way. All right, guys, the meat is now cooked through. So next we're gonna go ahead and add all of our flavoring ingredients. So here I have 2 tablespoons of spicy brown mustard. You can use just a good spicy brown mustard or a Creole mustard, or Dijon is really good. Or if you wanna be really kinda cool like me and make some homemade habanero mustard, yum, this is good. I have a video for that. And I have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, some people say, however you say it. And I have a tablespoon of chili powder, and this is like a typical American blend, like for making chili. I also have a recipe for that. And this is optional, but for nice and spicy, a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. And you can skip that if you want it to be more mild, which is totally fine, but I would be very sad. Boo. And a tablespoon of brown sugar, and salt and pepper to taste. I'm gonna stir this all together and kind of let the spices bloom a little bit in the heat. All right, and next is 1 cup or 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And for my overseas friends, it's really pureed tomatoes. It's no additives to it. And another optional ingredient for you, if you want to kick it up just a little bit more, I have a habanero hot sauce that I made. I also have a recipe on YouTube and the website. But use your favorite brand if you want. Patty forces me to use this. I'll be in trouble for that later. All right, stir this all together, guys. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just simmer this for at least 5 minutes to let all the flavors develop. But if you want to, you can simmer a bit longer to let it thicken up. If it's too loose, it'll be a little too sloppy. And I do like to let it simmer for probably at least 15 to 20 minutes for myself. I'm gonna lower the heat a touch. And it'll develop all those flavors even more, like making a delicious bolognese or a nice sauce. More simmering time, more flavors. So, all right, we will be back for some Sloppy Joes. You know, Sloppy Joes really brings back a lot of great childhood memories. Me and my neighborhood buddies riding our bikes around the neighborhood. We used to build these huge dirt ramps, way too big. Jumping, crashing, just scraping all your skin off your face, off your knees, and the gravel, and your best buddy landing right on you, his back tire crashing into your back, howling in pain. Yeah, those were good days. It's nothing that a good Sloppy Joe sandwich can't fix. So you can see now it's thickening up very nicely here, and you can keep going, thicken it up even more. But if you want it to be a little bit looser and you want to keep simmering, just add a little splash or two of water, a bit of moisture in here, so you can simmer longer and keep going till it's nice and thick to your preference. All right, there it is right there, my friends. I think it's time to make a Sloppy Joe sandwich. So let's talk about serving. Sloppy Joes are great on either a toasted bun or just a warm, soft bun. Perfectly awesome just as they are. But you can play around with it too. You can add some melty cheese over the top, add some pickle elements like pickles or pickled jalapenos, maybe a little crunch factor with some crumbled potato chips on the top. Really different ways to do it, but again, they're great on their own. But I do love to serve ours sometimes with tater tots, man.
Hey, give me some of your tots.
No, get your own. All right, let's give it a taste. Best part of the day, my friends. Yeah. Seriously? It's already sloppy. Oh, wow. It's sloppy. That is sloppy goodness right there. Absolutely brings back memories. And nice level of spice. I think you're gonna love it. That's it, my friends. That is how you make a Sloppy Joe sandwich. Updated, nice and spicy, just the way we like it. And I hope you love it as much as we do. And if you are looking for some more awesome spicy recipes, boom and boom right here. You know, they're delicious. But hey, I can't wait to see you guys in the kitchen next time. And I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. Bye.